Hello everybody, welcome to the very first episode of KnitTV. I'm Michelle, I own the loveliest yarn company for those of you who don't know me, and it's just so, and this is really exciting. So for those of you who do know me, you know I've had a vlog on YouTube for quite a while, and then I kind of finished it because lots of reasons. It's funny and there's lots of editing and everything that kind of goes into it. So I thought Facebook Live would be much easier for all of us to get on with. So I thought I would do KnitTV. So this is episode 1. And all it is, and it's also to keep me a bit more short and honest, because I think when I have a YouTube channel, I'm like, oh, I have 45 minutes, an hour. Whereas I think with Facebook Live, you want to be in and done in as quick a time as possible. So what are we going to do on KnitTV? So I would like it to be every Monday night, 7 o'clock. Obviously that time won't suit everybody to catch up with it, but you will be able to see it obviously on Facebook, on our page, in our videos, kind of all the time, because they stay after that. And we'll also add them to the YouTube channel, just so that you can, so they'll be there for anybody who prefers to watch the videos on YouTube. And really it's just going to be kind of knitting news and interesting things that are happening around the community, and then whips, works in progress, which will hopefully spur me on to finish some, and then some finished objects, new yarns around the shop and what's happening in the loveliest yarn company. And then I'm going to sneak in probably sneak in some bench yarns updates as well, obviously, because I spend my time doing both. And then just other kind of goings on, what patterns we're releasing, patterns we're knitting, things like that. So with no further ado, goodness, it is warm in this room at the moment. We'll also be working on the lights and everything over the next while, and how to get comments and stuff, because I can't see anything at the moment. Oh, yay! Hi Rebecca! I can actually see comments. Oh, that's very good, because I'm a little bit, we're working on how we kind of get the tech to work. So what are we talking about today? So I think the most exciting thing is that if you're part of the TLYC Knit and Natter, you'll probably have seen loads of these already. But I have finished object at last. So this has been coming with a little while. It is my newly finished, and it's not a shop sample actually. I actually have a lot of shop samples that are on needles and haven't been going anywhere. Most of them are up here. I have finally just got one copy of whips at long last. And you'll see, actually, if you've seen my background from YouTube before as well, you'll notice the stash is gone. But I'll talk about why that is in the next episode, because I was feeling the stash stress. But we'll talk about stash stress later on. So I finished a blanket. Dun, dun, dun. It's cotton soft. I bought the yarn at Knit Nottingham. I love cotton soft, and I love buying it from Knit Nottingham, because Knit Nottingham is my second closest yarn store. My closest is United in Long Eaton. It's also a very nice yarn store. It's a cat blanket. I've had the yarn for, I don't know, at least 2 years. So it was lovely to get rid of 500 grams out of my stash and get it used. Of course, the cats they've used it. And then, of course, today when I was getting my dress ready for this, he used that instead of the blanket. He just got on the dress instead. So yeah, no matter how many cat blankets I finish, I don't think they'll ever use them. He's actually in the room with me now, looking at me as if to say, I'll lie in a dress if I want. The other finished object that I've been kind of sharing, and I shared last week, is this. So this is my kind of frivolous festive knit. It is just paper chains, but actually knit chains really. So if you're doing a little bit of easy decorating, it's a good way to practice your I-cords and your grafting. Although I have to say, some of the grafting of the I-cords is not my finest grafting. And it's knit in Banshee Yarns Ho Ho No colorway set, which is kind of fun. It's a Grumpy Cat reference for those of you who love Grumpy Cat. So Ho Ho No is our colorway set over on Banshee Yarns. It will be on the loveliest yarn company site as well, but I'm so bad at getting everything everywhere. 150 channels all the time. And it's free on the website, the loveliest yarn company website, and I think there's a link from Ravelry as well. If there isn't, there will be tomorrow. So you can knit those. It's great practice. There will be tutorials coming for that, but I'm working on my lighting for tutorials at the moment. Lighting for videos is just, it's not my friend. It's not my forte either, but Simon is off for a week, so I will be bugging him with that. Then the final one, which I'm surprised is a whip, it's take a finished object It has taken me forever to get this pattern ready. This is our brand new hat. This is the Totally Tweedy hat. It's designed for like people who like lots of hat around their large heads, and I do have a large head. I was told that by a man in a hat shop, and he's not wrong. So I have it in, it'll be live on the website, on the Lovely Sarah Company website on Wednesday, and it comes in 6 sizes. It's my first 6 size pattern, apart from my sock patterns, but it's my first non-sock 6 size pattern. And I have to say it's been really funny because I have a number of them knit because I was testing them because I'm a bit paranoid about sizing. So this is the smallest one. I put this on a toddler and it was too short, so I had to re-knit it, and now it's the smallest version, so that had to be knit twice. The other one that I just showed you had to be knit twice because I cast on the wrong number of stitches because I had the pattern, the pattern were wrong. So it was actually like a cowl instead of a hat. And then this is the other one. This is the 3rd size. So I've done it in 3 different ones. It's in the Canna Rose Llama Tweed yarn, which I needed a hat in the minute I saw it. So that is coming to the website on Wednesday. All going well. It's almost ready. We just need to photograph it. So I'm really pleased with that. That took me a lot longer than I thought, actually. I'm paranoid about sizing. I do have a blog post coming to talk about how I designed the hat, and that'll be Wednesday week. I think it's scheduled to come on the blog. Because I have lots of people ask me at shows about how you would design patterns, and while I'm not a designer, I'm someone who has published patterns I do it for yarns, so that I have something to give people. So I know the kind of semantics of delivering a pattern as opposed to where you get your design inspiration. I let that to the designers. So that's kind of the knitting I've been doing. I've been doing some crochet as well, thanks to Yarn Blarney, who gave me an awesome tutorial when she was staying after Nottingham Yarn Expo last weekend. I haven't done any since, which is really, really bad. But I want to clear the decks because I'm going to cast on Sarah's beautiful Yarn Blarney, Sarah, the Muse wrap in Camero's Yaku, which I cannot wait. But that'll be crochet. Well, I'll hook it on. I don't even know the term. I think Sarah just said you just start with crochet. There's no, just chain on. So that is, so this will be crochet TV sometimes, just teeny tiny bits. And that is what I'm working on. This week in the shop, I guess the big news is that we're having a Black Friday week. Who doesn't want a week of Fridays? And I debated this for a while because obviously it's a small, teeny tiny business. Black Friday is a funny one in that you're like, do people really need to have more deals? Do they need to have more things pushed on them? Should it be more of an indie thing? And obviously it is indie. There's an indie from Just a Card indie stores shop along kind of going on this week as well. And I was like, I'll do Black Friday because we haven't done it before, and this is our 4th Black Friday in business. It is. I thought we'll just see how people feel about it. So if you go to the website every morning at 9 o'clock, 9ish, it doesn't automate very well, there will be a deal of the day, which is a bit Amazon-y, but maybe you guys would like it. And it's not stuff that's stuck in the back of a closet either. That's all in clearance. You can have that anytime. It's this is all things that people might actually want, so it's kind of a deal or a special thing that I think people might like for 24 hours. So if you check so today is Coop Knits. There's 16% off Coop Knit socks. Yeah, you're probably wondering why 16%. Well, I wanted it to be £5. So it was either going to be 16 or 17%, which is just ridiculous. And then tomorrow it is going to be something else. You'll have to tune in at 9 a.m. onto the lovely Sarah Company.co.uk to see what that is. And we'll have that until Friday. Friday will be the last one, and it'll run until Saturday morning. Although it might run until Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning, because we're at a show on Saturday. So we'll see how that goes as well. So yeah, that's Black Friday. Is it too commercial? But the thing is that people like it and people are shopping. So I figure, if the big companies are out there doing it, then the little companies could give it a go. See if it works out. We'll see if people like it or not. That is the lovely Sarah Company news. And then we also have this week, hoping to do it on both sides at the same time, is that on Thursday we have a Banshee Yarns update. It's a tiny update this time because there's a lot going on dye-wise for the lovely Sarah, or for Banshee Yarns at the moment. but there's lots of things. But I'm just doing a Christmas yarn update, festive yarn, depending on how you feel about it. I have 3 colours. They're all very similar. We're not like Banshee Yarns is not a festive brand. We want to do something festive but subtle, if that makes sense. So we have 3 colourways, and I have to say I'm really kind of fun. They're all dyed on our semi-solid mist colourway. They're the first set of speckles we've done at Banshee Yarns. There won't be that many speckles that we do. There will be some though. So this is the first one. This is Krampus. And it is just enough Christmas for people who want tiny, tiny amounts of festive colour without too much commitment. Same Krampus after Inside Number 9 is where I got the inspiration for that. If you've seen Inside Number 9, it's a British comedy thing. Comedy's hard. It's a dark comedy series on Netflix at the moment. Very, very funny. But yes, it's Krampus. Obviously, Krampus he's a folklore character as well from all over different countries in Europe as well. So you can find out about Krampus online. But I learned about Krampus from that show. Then also a friend of Saint Nick is Belsnickel, who is also another folklore character from various European countries with various folklore around him. He's kind of a bit like a banshee, as in he's a folklore tale. This is, but it's a little bit more. If you want a little bit more Christmas in your socks, these are all on platinum sock by the way. A little bit more colour, a bit more speckling. I have to say I really do like that. I have a wonky one of these as well that we'll have with us at the show on Saturday that might not make it to general release, might make it to stash. So that is Belsnickel, friend of St. Nicholas, and this one is called Santi. This is a bit more festive in that, I don't know, for people who've grown up in Ireland, it wasn't Santa Claus, it was Santi, a Santi bin. So he's named after that, and it's a very plain yarn. I'll actually unskein it so that you can see. The idea is that there's lots of people who've dyed this in this particular configuration, maybe not these colours, but by dyeing one small part of the skein. So you just have one part of the skein dyed. So you just get every couple of rows. If you're doing a sock, you'll just get the repeat of those colours. There should be enough in there to do a couple of stitches. That style of dyeing, I've seen a number of dyers doing it. I hope nobody is offended that I also dyed in that style by doing a small portion of the yarn. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I feel like you've probably had enough of me already. So the plan for this, so that's it, a little bit of rambling about the loveliest yarn company and Banshee Yarns, what's going on. We'll definitely make this more useful because I want, I think I feel like I never caught up with 2019. But I think for 2020, I'd like to get to a point where be more useful to people so that we can kind of help with knit problems or with questions people have about yarns or something like that. And I think Knit School might be a good way of doing that. I've just said something I should have said. KnitTV. KnitTV. You know, when you're live, you're like, oh, I'll just take that back. So KnitTV is to be more useful to people. We'll have a big announcement coming towards the end of next year as well, hopefully being more useful to people. But that's a little bit more in the future. So yeah, 2020 we're hoping to be a bit more useful. So that is part of KnitTV. So if you have any questions or you'd like yarn, you'd like to Dear Michelle letters, I kind of bring some of the questions I get in emails on anyway. For example, I know I'm overdue a review or tutorial of the Addy Trio needles. So I promise that'll happen as well in the next few weeks. And that's really it. So if you have any questions for KnitTV, we'll hopefully be doing this every Monday night. We'll get better at it. There'll be a script. I'll be less shiny. The lights will improve. And we'll just sort of see where we go from here. And that's really it. If you have any comments, I'd love to see them below as people do in their Facebook Live videos. I love live. It'll save me having to do loads of editing, even though I'll be regretting it now because I can see this cup here. I'm like Game of Thrones now, only it's not Starbucks. Anyway, I'm going to go because this is live and people have lives. And thank you so much for those who joined because I can see you in the little icon in the corner. Thank you for joining and hopefully this will be of use to you. So thank you for joining the first episode of KnitTV. See you all later.